Hello everybody, this is Mr. Rob and welcome back to another episode of the Washington Commanders franchise here on Madden NFL 24, where the Commanders travel to SoFi Stadium to face the Los Angeles Chargers. A week after picking up their first win of the season, they got to go up against the 4-1 LA Chargers. It's not going to be an easy one. Before we get into the game, though, a couple of things. First, we're going to take our first look at some of the contracts that are up for this year, starting off with the big one. Terry McLaurin is a free agent after the end of the year, and if you've been watching the series, he has been our best player on offense by far. He's now a top 5 wide receiver in the league. Here's just the numbers he's put up. He's having a little bit of a down year for his standards, but still a big part of this team. I had offered him the neutral contract already. He declined it, so I offered him the 5-year player-friendly deal, and he likes it, but we need to increase his interest a little bit, which is a little interesting, because right now we are very low on all of his motivations. So that'll be something we have to watch out for the rest of the season. Now, the other big player we have as a free agent this year is Jonathan Allen, the reigning NFL Defensive Player of the Year, who just a year ago had 53 tackles for a loss. He continues to be the juggernaut up the middle. He only wants a 1-year contract, but I think he's earned the player-friendly 2-year deal. So we're going to offer that to Jonathan Allen, a 2-year contract, and he accepts. So Jonathan Allen is not going anywhere. Here's a look at the rest of our free agents. We have a lot of big ones this year, as Devin Singletary, L'Jarius Sneed, Jahan Dotson, Yamin Davis, Kendall Ford. A lot of starters are free agents, and we have $76 million in cap left, so it'll be interesting to see how we navigate that going into the off season. Now, also what's going on in the locker room is Jahan Dotson is in a little bit of a pickle. He's not happy with his production, and he's kind of been like that all series. So we're going to reject him. We're going to give him some tough love to Jahan Dotson, and we don't really put our game plan around him. And he responds very well. He says, that's definitely on me. And because of Dotson's response, we get +5 this week to both our catching and our catching traffic. So is that a locker room leader potentially in our locker room? That's big because he's a free agent at the end of this year. And the stuff like that could be the difference maker in you getting a second contract with this team. So good for Jahan Dotson, but now we're ready to face the Los Angeles Chargers. If you're excited for this one, make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. Can we pick our second win of the season? We'll have to find out as Week 6 here is underway. Damon Cox, who had 2 returns last week for touchdowns, lets this one go, and we'll see Jacoby Brissett take the field. He left last game with a bruised sternum. Jake Fromm played pretty good in relief. But Brissett is back at the starter. 760 yards, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Penix should be good to go after this game, so this might be the last start for Brissett. We'll start off on the ground with Antonio Gibson, who picks up 1 yard. He had a very good week last week. He's kind of become the lead back here in Washington, as he's been running with the hot hands, so he might as well continue to go with it. 2nd and 9, Gibson gets outside. That's a first down run for him. Washington is going to lean very heavily on the run game. I think that is the strength against this Los Angeles defense, so we'll see how it pays off. There's a nice catch for Noah Clancy, the 3rd-round rookie out of Oregon, with his 2nd career grab. He had a 20-plus yarder in last week's victory. 2nd and 4, great blocking downfield by Terry McLaurin, springs Antonio Gibson for a big gain. That is a gain of 30 for AG. So new set of downs. Devin Singletary treks in for the first time, and he actually trucks Derwin James. That is not easy to do. A very impressive 4-yard gain. Quickly, Gibson back in, but this is an RPO. This is the Mo Alley Cox play as he picks up 5 on the option. Big 3rd and 1 now. Chargers bring pressure, so Brissett throws it right behind the blitz. Right to Allen Robinson. Nice connection there by Brissett. Moves the chains. Now 1st and 10 from the 10. Brissett off of the bootleg. He's going to tuck it. He's going to run with it. He's going to find the end zone. Touchdown Washington. Jacoby Brissett for a 10-yard scamper. And Washington's offense, very good on that first drive. Well, here comes the LA offense and the All Blues today, led by Justin Herbert, who's had a very good start of his year. 1,300 yards, 6 touchdowns, has yet to throw an interception. And this is a defense that has really struggled, to say the least, early on in this season. They will be tested again today. Herbert's first pass offline. It's good pressure there by Jonathan Allen. 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff. This is Nick Singleton, the number 25 overall pick out of Penn State. Gets the first carry of the game. He's actually been getting majority of the snaps for LA. Big 3rd and 6, and that's a great route run by Darren Davis, the third-year wide receiver, to go in and then go out, and he moves the chains. Herbert empty on 1st and 10, try to find Everett, but he's in double coverage. Washington will try to shut down the superstar tight end this week. 2nd and 10, right side, another catch for Davis, and he puts the football on the ground, but they're already blowing the whistle. This one is dead. So a 1st down grab for Darren Davis out to the 40. As the next play, Singleton shakes a tackle, but is tracked down from behind by undrafted linebacker Crisp. 2nd and 10 now. Herbert quick drop, and that's going to be a quick pass for a gain of 4. And another 3rd and 6 here for LA. Herbert right side deep, and he has a man open. It's Darren Davis. He gets behind Fuller for a touchdown. Chargers answer right back with a touchdown of their own. And then the point after attempt is blocked. So it only gets 6. Washington will hold on to a 7-6 lead. But the Commanders' defense still struggling on 3rd down. 1st and 10 as Brissett is hit right as he throws. Andrew Wiley let him come free up the middle. Now 2nd and 10. Brissett steps up right into a sack. That is going to be JT Tuimoloa. The second-year man at Ohio State brings down Brissett for a loss of 2. 3rd and 12, though, an absolute strike on the right side for Robinson. A great throw and a great catch. Moves the chains. Out to the 49. Handoff Gibson up the middle. He continues to run hard. Already at 66 yards in just the 1st quarter. Singletary will get his 2nd carry of the day, and he gets a big run. Getting away from everybody on the defense. Singletary down to the 2-yard line. A great 33-yard run. Makes the goal to go from the 2. Brissett 1st throw, right side offline. He had his man for a touchdown. Instead, couldn't hit him. 2nd and goal, heavy formation. Kareem Hunt in now is the power back, and he's going to go backwards. A loss of 1 makes it now 3rd and goal from the 3. LA trying to have a goal line stand. Brissett hit as he throws, and this one will be incomplete, and Washington will kick 3. Maybe a missed opportunity there, but they take a 10-6 lead after a quarter of play. Chargers will begin the 2nd quarter, 3rd and 1. They're going to pick it up. Washington's 3rd down defense this year has been abysmal. They just cannot get off the field, and it's continued today. New set of downs. Herbert, short left side. There's Gerald Everett getting involved in the mix. A nice 1st down grab for him. Now inside the red zone, Herbert next pass across the middle, and this one's going to be caught. That is Quentin Johnston for a touchdown. L'Jarius Sneed gets beat again. He's been very disappointing this year since coming over on that 1-year contract. I thought he would have played a lot better. 2nd and 10, that's a loss of 3, but Joey Bosa is actually hurt on the play for the Chargers. That's a big loss for them. It's now 3rd and 13. Brissett trying to get this one downfield, and it's incomplete. Washington goes 3 and out. I'll go back to the Chargers now at about midfield on this draw. A great play action pass. It's Davis again, who continues just to beat man coverage. What a day for Darren Davis. He just outruns our secondary. Now out to the 14, handoff for Singleton. He puts the ball on the ground, but it's recovered by his own lineman, Illuminor. So a scare there, but now 2nd and 8. Outside, that's going to be caught. Austin Eckler getting involved in the passing game. A big 3rd and 4 for Los Angeles. Quick pass up the seam. It's Everett, touchdown. Yamin Davis did not react at all. I don't know how you do that against a superstar tight end. That's what you should be covering. More bad defense by the Commanders, now in the hole 20-10 as they begin their next drive with a gain of 2. But more bad news, Tyron Smith is now hurt, and he will not return to this game. It could be a significant injury. 3rd and 3, Brissett left side for McLaurin. He can't hold on through contact. Of course he can't. And that'll be another punt away for the Commanders off of a 3 and out. The Stonehouse boots this one back, but there's a flag down. This will be fair caught at the 4, but in the backfield there's some laundry, and they're going to get personal foul roughing the kicker. That is a free 1st down for Washington. The rookie Tomas Santos with the big error. So this drive actually stays alive here for Washington as they're now into Chargers territory. There's a pickup of 8 for Gibson. 2nd and 2, they go to him again. He cuts it up the middle. He picks up the 1st down, takes a lick from Derwin James for his efforts. 10 for 82 for him. New set of downs. Brissett steps up in the pocket, and he can't find McLaurin. Had him open. He beat Wiggins, but incomplete. 2nd and 10, back to the ground. Chargers all over it. A loss of 1. They stuff Gibson in the backfield, and now it's going to be 3rd and 11. Brissett drops back to throw, and there's a free rusher sacked for a loss of 11. That is Kenneth Murray Jr. on the blitz. and Washington's drive ends in no points anyway. 2nd and 10, that's a TFL for Jonathan Allen. The big 2-year contract. Well, he has definitely earned it. 3rd and 11 now here for Los Angeles as Herbert takes a free hit from Forbes, somehow gets out of it, and he throws this one away, and now Yamin Davis is hurt on the play. Go to the 2-minute warning. The Chargers with a 20-10 lead over Washington, but the Commanders putting together a pretty solid drive here. They're out to the 29, handoff for Gibson as he picks up 5. 2nd and 5 now. Bunch to the right, blitz coming for Los Angeles. Brissett looks short for Robinson. He collects a 4-yard grab. He had Dotson more open downfield, but didn't see him. Now a big 3rd and 1. Washington lets some clock run off, and Brissett takes a sack. Braden Daniels gets beat right away. LA will call a timeout. Washington does kick 3, so it's 20-13. But the Chargers with some chance to double dip here. Pass broken up for Everett in double coverage on 1st down. Now 2nd and 10. Herbert empty. Short pass right side. This one's caught by KJ Hamler. The former Atlanta Falcon has a 1st down. Now inside 40 seconds. Right side. Caught for Everett. Out of bounds. Now out to the 50 as our defense continues to get cooked. New set of downs. Herbert left side. This one's caught. Johnson takes a pop, but of course holds on to it because why not? It's the CPU. Running it inside 10 seconds. Los Angeles with not a hurry here as they check it short for Davis. And they'll just set themselves up for a 45-yard field goal that's right down the middle. So Los Angeles will take a lead into half, 23-13 your score. Want to see what happens in the 2nd half. Can Washington get back into this one? Going around the league here in your halftime report as we get into the middle point of the season. We're starting to figure out who are some of the teams to beat. These are 2 tough teams out here. One of these teams will be 500. Cowboys currently lead the Broncos 14-10 out in Denver. In LA, the Rams undefeated so far on the season. They're beating the Saints 17-7 as Los Angeles and Sean McVay led on the back of Cam Akers today with 2 touchdown runs. Finally, in Green Bay, the Packers, they're winless. They're playing host to the Eagles, and they will stay winless. The Eagles beat the Packers 34-28 in the early set of games. Goff actually looked not half bad. He just got out-dueled by Jalen Hurts. Back to our game here. Here's the kickoff, and as you notice, there is no kick meter. I don't know what's happened to it. And yeah, that's how the 2nd half is going to begin. A free kick out of bounds because the kick meter was gone. So Los Angeles gets great field position nonetheless at their own 41 to begin the 2nd half. As there's a nice hit. A pass breakup actually by Jatavius Martin. 2nd and 10, they go to Austin Eckler on the ground. I have not called his name in the run department, and that's why. Only a 2nd carry, and that's a loss of 4. So now a big 3rd and 14 here for the Chargers. Try to set up a screen, and they don't get it, so Washington forces the 3 and out. It hasn't happened very often this season. So now the first drive of the 2nd half for the Commanders. It'll start with a 1-yard run. Gibson had 98 of those in the 1st half. 2nd and 9, play fake. Brissett with a nice lob, and he finds Mo Cox on the right side, and he's going to get out for a gain of 20. One of the best grabs of his Washington career. New set of downs. Here's a touch pass for McLaurin, just trying to get him involved in the game. That's a gain of 3. 2nd and 7 now. Washington runs it with Gibson. He runs right into the arms of the best strong safety in the NFL, Derwin James. So now a big 3rd and 8. Commanders go empty. Brissett in the pocket. Fires right side, and he finds Robinson. Another out route works to perfection. First down, Commanders. Now out to the 33. This is a bubble screen. Allen Robinson again picks up 4 as he's had himself a pretty solid day. 2nd and 6, another stuffed run as Los Angeles really selling out on the run here to begin the 2nd half. Now a 3rd and 6 for the Commanders. Brissett looks downfield. He has Allen Robinson again, and the former Indianapolis Colts with another great grab. Makes a goal to go for Washington. Here's that bootleg they like in the red zone as it's Gibson dumped off, and he picks up maybe a yard. 2nd and goal now. 2 tight ends in the formation. So stretch give for Gibson. He gets outside, picks up about 4. And Washington has struggled to put the ball in the end zone here when it's goal to go. Now it's a big 3rd and goal. Brissett outside for Ali, and he's not going to get there. And again, Washington will settle for 3 points. But there's no kick meter. So I can't time this one, and Little just completely shanks it, so we get nothing on the drive. Thanks, Madden, for the glitch. So it stays 23-13 as here's our run for Singleton. He picks up 5. Eckler then checks into the game. Left side, this one incomplete. There's a nice pass breakup. L'Jarius Sneed. Talked about how he hasn't had the best season. That'll help. 3rd and 5. Herbert outside. There's that in and out route again. This time Davis beats Sneed in single coverage. Again, just continues to be a disappointing signing. Now out to the 29 of Washington. It's a bootleg for Los Angeles. Herbert downfield finds Johnson again. Guess who he beats? L'Jarius Sneed. I really thought we had the matchup this week against the Chargers wideouts, but apparently I was wrong. Now out to the 15. It's a handoff for Austin Eckler, and he's going to fight for a hard 10 yards. That gets him now in the positives. 2nd inches. Singleton checks back in. He gets absolutely upended by the reigning Defensive Player of the Year, Jonathan Allen. So now a big 3rd and 3 for the Chargers. Commanders, they bring pressure. Herbert throws it right behind it, and it's a quick hitter. It's caught. 1st down for LA. So now goal to go from the 2. Handoff Eckler. He finds the end zone. But there's a flag on the field. And it looks like this is not going to count. They're pointing at our left guard, Kenyon Green. And they're going to get the former Texan on a hold. So that'll back the Chargers up now. 1st and goal from the 12. Herbert left side. This one's caught and absolutely upended his Hamler as he gets out of bounds. 2nd and goal now. Handoff Singleton right side. Breaks a tackle of Trotter, and he's going to pick up 4. So now a big 3rd and goal from the 7. Touchdown and make it a 3-score game. LA brings pressure, and this one's offline. A big hit is applied as well. So the Chargers will get 3. They'll extend their lead as we go into the 4th quarter. 26-13 Chargers. Commanders start off with the football. Handoff for Gibson, as that's going to be a loss of 3. He has not had the best second half. Now a big 3rd and 13. Brissett across the middle finds McLaurin. There's a nice throw by Jacoby Brissett. He does miss some, but he's had some very accurate throws today as well. 1st and 10, another touch pass for McLaurin, who gets a great block outside that springs him to the 33 of the Chargers. Empty here now on 1st and 10. Brissett in the pocket. It collapses. He scampers away, holds on to the ball, and actually just takes the sack. You cannot do that. It's a free one for Leotu Latu, the 2nd-year man at UCLA. Now a 3rd and 22. Washington just sets up a screen as they try to get some yardage back. But Gibson, with great fight, actually finds the 1st down. What a catch and run there for Antonio Gibson. It was a close call, so Washington's going to hurry to the line, and they're going to call it draws. That's actually going to lose 3, so it might not have been the best idea. Now 3rd and 9. 3 tight ends in the formation. Brissett off of the play fake. Fires downfield for McLaurin, and he's intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Nate Wiggins, the 2nd-year corner out of Clemson. Will bring this one back to the 13. That's the 4th interception of the season for Brissett. So they get nothing on the drive as there's a sack at least on 1st and 10 for Daron Payne. 2nd and 14 now. Stretch give for Singleton outside. And he's going to put the ball on the ground. This one's picked up by Washington. That was an obvious fumble. And we get the football right back in the red zone. Nice play there by the defense to set the Washington offense up with a short field. Here's a handoff for Gibson on 1st and 10. He picks up 4. 2nd and 6 now. Brissett back to the air. Short for Gibson. He's going to push forward and pick up about 2. And now a very important 3rd down. Going to the air. Brissett, free rusher in his face. He gets hit. Braden Daniels again struggling. Allows the hit. Washington would kick a field goal. Actually do have the kick meter back this time as the 31-yard field goal is up and good. So once again, a 10-point game. Next drive here for the Chargers, their own 36. This one's going to be a 1st down run on the 4th carry of the day for Austin Eckler. He'll stay in the passing pattern on 1st and 10 as this one's caught as KJ Hamler again, this time beating Michael Davis in man coverage. We have just really struggled. It doesn't matter if it's man or zone. We can't seem to cover a bucket of water. 1st and 10 now from the 32. Nice cut back there for Singleton. He picks up 8. 2nd and 2 as we get inside 5 minutes left to go. Chargers trying to milk some clock. Herbert finds pressure in the pocket, dumps it outside for Eckler, who gets the 1st down. You got to collapse on that one. Not allow Eckler to get the yardage there. Now another red zone trip for the Chargers. Herbert looking for 6 here as this one's broken up. That time good coverage by Snead on Austin Eckler. 2nd and 10. Herbert back to the air. Pressure this time. Floats it right side. And this one's also incomplete. Nice pass breakup that time by Fuller as our top 2 corners actually get some deflections. So now a big 3rd and 10. Herbert, right side, finds his man right behind the defense. Come on, man. You got to make a play on 3rd down. Instead, it's goal to go here for the Chargers, as this would be a dagger, basically. As on 1st and goal, there's Allen again living in the backfield. Tackle for loss. 2nd goal from the 5. Singleton, right side. That's going to be brought down. Cameron Curl, though, hurt on the play. So a big 3rd and goal from the 3. Handoff for Singleton. He has 2 men in his face, but somehow breaks the tackle and finds the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. This one's now a 3-score game. It's basically all but over. Washington trying to do something here. 2nd and 4. Brissett outside the pocket, having to run for his life again. And he fires and gets intercepted. Again, it's Nate Wiggins, his 2nd of the day. And this one is all but over as the Commanders will fall again to 1-5. An absolute horrid start to this season. It's just been frustration all across the board. The defense can't cover a lick. It's supposed to be a pretty solid defense, but we can't get pass rush with our great front 4, and our defensive players can't cover anything. We played the Chargers, whose #1 receiver is Quentin Johnston. How the heck can we cover any team? On offense, we just continue to struggle, drop passes, and we can't protect Brissett. The right side of the line has been terrible. Braden Daniels has played bad. Andrew Wiley has not played good. And then we also suffered an injury to Tyron Smith, which is actually going to be a lengthy one. He's on our injury report, and he's going to miss 2 games with an upper arm fracture. So we'll be starting Alfonso Kemp over there at left tackle, who was not very good in his rookie year last year. So here's week 6 around the NFL. So we'll take a look at some of the games, starting off with the Thursday night game where the Patriots did go into Cleveland and beat the Cleveland Browns 26-21. Again, Mike Tomlin falls to the Patriots as they look pretty solid, and Deshaun Watson just continues to play meh. On to the Sunday games as the Chiefs played the Steelers, and Pittsburgh won that game 24-8. Tyler Van Dyke is just not working out there in Kansas City. The Chiefs cannot wait for the reigning MVP Pat Mahomes to get back healthy. You just got to hope it's not too little too late, and you can at least win some games in the meantime. On the NFC side of things, the Cowboys did beat the Broncos. They actually had to come back and win. They were leading at half, lost the lead in the 3rd, but retook the lead in the 4th quarter. So they improved to 4-2, while the Denver Broncos will fall to 3-3, but I'd imagine both those teams will be back in the postseason. On Sunday night, the Giants, they beat the Minnesota Vikings 24-21. Daniel Jones has actually played pretty solid this year, all things considered, as they tough out a win against the Minnesota Vikings. And then finally, on Monday Night Football, we see the 49ers beat the Arizona Cardinals. Cardinals start off 4-0. They've lost 2 straight as San Francisco continues to look like one of the top teams in the National Football Conference, which is loaded with top teams. Here are your players of the week. Geno Smith gets it for the Seahawks. Herbert gets it against us. Garrett had 3 sacks. It wasn't Wiggins' 2 interceptions to get it, but the 2 interceptions of Carter of Tampa Bay gets him NFC Defensive Players of the Week. So next episode, we're on our bye week, so we'll recap what's been a horrific start to the season so far. And hopefully we can use this week to really just reset and regroup, because this team has played well below standards. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully we can get this defense sorted out and this team together. But if you've enjoyed so far, make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.